Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary, and for today it is going to be Rama in Siege. And for this time I wanted to try something a little bit different. Usually I would actually level up my 2 first, so that you will have a lot more attack speed when you activate it. As you can see, it's 30 at the start, 50 at the maximum, but also to have that additional arrow pickup drop chance. But this time around I actually want to try and level up my Astral strike first. So my Astral arrows, when I activate my one, will deal a lot more damage. As you saw there, you get 15 additional damage when you have your one activated at rank 1, but you will have 55 additional damage when you have it maxed out. So if you kind of compare those two, the 2 and the 1 provides you 15 damage at rank 1, 55 at max rank. That's more than triple the amount of damage when you level it up. While if you look at your 2, it will provide 30% attack speed up to 50. That's not even double the amount, so you get a lot more out of leveling in your 1, while still having a decent amount of additional attack speed with your 2 activated. Also a downside I kinda found out, or just noticed with the 2, if you're leveling up your 2, you're kinda feeling the need to activate it more to make sure that you have that burst. But if you look at the mana cost, it is an insane amount of mana cost to get your 2 activated. I mean, it's 80 at rank 1, not sure if it progresses, but 80 is still a lot of additional, not a lot, it's just a lot of mana cost, especially if you look at how much mana I have in total. I only have 307 mana. That is not a lot. I mean, if I use my 2 3 times, then I can't use it anymore. It's like, that's just a lot of additional mana I could have saved, or just a lot of mana I could have saved if I used my 1 and level up my 1. So that's something I wanted to try out. I've seen it on other people as well, so I really wanted to try out, feel like how it will work out. If you just look at it like how much it provides you comparatively to the other, then it actually makes sense leveling up your 1. The only real downside I feel like is that you won't get as many drops, so not as many astral arrows will drop when you hit them. So that would be provided passively. If you have your 2 leveled up, you will have a higher chance of dropping a astral arrow when you use one at the first target hit. So for instance, if I use my astral arrow to clear a wave, the first minion I hit has a chance to drop that astral arrow back. So it's 10% at rank 1, so that's not very high. It goes up to 50%, so that's the main advantage you get from leveling that one. But I feel like leveling up your astral arrow is just way more effective. Tyr took a lot of damage. Freya took a lot of damage before as well, and that's something that's actually very good. I might have had an opportunity to go for an ultimate on the Freya before she had her ultimate. I'm not sure if I would have been able to have enough damage, but forcing her back is always a win. I mean, she loses experience, she loses gold. I forced Tyr out as well, and as you can see, Freya took a lot of damage again, and Tyr again a decent amount of poke. So poking out someone has a huge advantage. Even though you don't kill them, you will also always get something out of it. They will lose experience, they will lose gold, they will lose a lot for it. Going for the ultimate, gonna go for the... Oh, she has her ultimate, and she used it perfectly. Can't follow it up any further. That's very unfortunate. That sucks. Oh crap, he has his ultimate. Using health potion, try to avoid as much damage. Nice fearless. I probably should have tried to go for that sanctuary just before he fearless me, but he was quite quick with that combo, so not a lot of time to react to that one. It's not the worst thing, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. That could have gone a lot better. Let's just keep it to that. Well played by the enemies, to be honest. I mean, they kinda made sure that they survived long enough. With that Freya ultimate, my entire ultimate damage was denied, as well as Jin Chen went in quite deep. I don't really want to sell my mana potion because I think I will need it, so I'll just wait a little bit, get that Ikaval online. Will be very useful against the Tyr, will provide me a lot of attack speed. The attack speed I kind of lose with not leveling my 2, I will get from my Ichabod very quickly. I mean, if I leveled up my 2, I would have had, I think at this moment, 45% additional attack speed. And I get, and that's only 50 more than now. So I get a lot from the Ichabod. Looks like Freya wants to engage. Nice whoop on the Freya. She doesn't have her 2-1 combo up much longer, so I'll just be able to hit her for a lot. But Approach has turned up. If not for the Approach, I would have committed. I would have used my 3 at this moment. Tried to chase her down. Have my ultimate as well. She has her ultimate up as well, so that's something to take into consideration. But if I play it well, I can definitely get her. If I can force her into an ultimate by using my basics and afterwards go for my ultimate, I will definitely be able to secure that kill. But it doesn't matter, the Approach has turned up, so for now I'm just going to defend, kill the Juggernaut, and this time go for tier, cripple shot on the tier, nice ultimate by the Chang'e, and it will secure the kill. He was targeted by the tower for way too long with that nice combo of the Chang'e and me. I used my 3 to provide that cripple shot on my next basic attack hit. I hit that one on the tier, that will prevent him from using a dash for a bit. I think 1 second, because tier doesn't he can't be stopped for longer than 1 second because he's passive. But afterwards the Chang'e followed up with her ultimate for that CC, and that was long enough of a CC chain to keep him in the tower range to deal enough damage to finish off that tier. So well done by the Chang'e as well, keeping him inside the tower range, killing him, making sure that we get that one. One thing to look out for though is make sure you're not in front of the tier when you are trying to keep him in the tower with that cripple shot. When I fight a cripple shot I was fine for a bit, but if you keep standing in front of him, because he's a tier, he will just use his fearless to push you with him. So that's something you have to consider when you do something like this. Make sure that you move out of the way so he can't really go for that fearless unless he wants to stay inside the tower range. But yeah, so far I kind of like the fact that I have that additional damage immediately on my 1. Because having your 2 activated, that animation time is longer than your 1. Your 1 is just instant. As you're firing an arrow, you can switch it on and off instantly for that additional burst damage, which is a lot of additional burst damage to be fair. As you can see, 40 additional damage per shot, while I hit an average of 100 on the tier, so that's a very high amount of additional damage. While if I activate my 2, I will only have like 1 or 2 shots more, maybe, because he is, of course, oh, that's a lot of damage on the Freya. She hasn't got the time to go into the air. Jin-Chan able to finish that one off with his with his ultimate. Let's see, can I go for the tier as well? Missed the first. Second is enough. I didn't expect the second to be enough damage, but it doesn't look like the tier went for any protection just yet. So my ultimate will be able to finish him off pretty easily. A lot of damage on that one, and clearing the wave instantly with the weakened wave. So that was a good engagement. Freya didn't expect so much burst damage out of me with my 1 activated. I didn't even activate my 2, so that also kind of gives it away sometimes, because when you see that animation you know that he has a lot more burst, he's a lot quicker with his basics. Let's go aggressive underneath, cripple shots, you can't leap back, decent amount of damage, 46 with each shot. Jin-Chan has arrived as well, might be able to pick her up, doesn't look like it. That's very unfortunate, was able to confirm his 1, but as you can see, just barely not enough damage. I don't have anything else. When I got rooted, it kind of was over with my engagement underneath, but it forces her back. I mean, she didn't get anything out of that. We just forced her back to base. We didn't really use anything other than a couple of astral arrows, and those are replenished very, very quickly. Tier took a lot of damage, I'm not too sure. Actually, it is blocked by the Juggernaut. That's also something that's interesting about the appriciate. The appriciate can be blocked by structures and people, but also by the Juggernaut. So if he uses his ultimate, a couple of his ultimate minions will be blocked by that Juggernaut, so that will provide you a path where you're safe from the damage from the ghosts. That also works that way with, for instance, teammates. If you are in front of a teammate while you're walking along the ultimate of the approach, your teammate behind you will get hit, but he will provide that safe path for you. if of course the Approach fires his ultimate after you, something like that. So that is an interesting one. Also playmate walls, like for instance the Odin Cage, the Emir wall, Thor wall, even Honor's Pillar, or the Monolith from the Terra, are all abilities that can prevent a push ult from hitting. And that can be very useful when you're trying to chase, when you're trying to run away from that ultimate. If you have that opportunity, if you have one of those gods in your team, then it's definitely something. Purification Beads used in advanced to avoid the Tyr. His Fearless. Looks like Tyr used his Purification Beads. Approach doesn't have it. Decent amount of damage by the Approach. Cripple shot. Ultimate on me. I will just go for mine. 2 hits will confirm. Third as well for a decent amount of damage on the Tyr. Looks like Chin Chen is quite low on HP as well, but Tyr is not chasing him down. He's still here in the wave, trying to heal up on our minion wave probably. Chin Chen wanted to back, was followed by a couple of melee minions that now arrived. Looks like Freya has turned up. Let's try and help him out. Definitely with some pressure I can kill her. You can see a lot of additional damage, more burst, and that is insane amount of burst. Nice knockup by the Chin Chen as well. She used Purification in the end, but that didn't really matter because, well, rest in peace Freya. I got nothing else. She should have just either fought or retreated immediately. Of course, she didn't expect me to come that quickly. I rolled in, immediately lose my Astral arrows for that slow, for that additional damage. Yeah, I really like leveling up my Astral arrows. It's a lot better. It's way better than your 2. I mean, your 2 is not bad at all, but it is too telegraphic. You know when he's going for that burst damage, when he goes for that I want to kill you very, very quickly, because it has the animation of you with the additional attack speed, and 30% compared to the 50% at max rank is not a huge difference, while 15 additional damage on the 1 instead of 55 is a huge difference. So yeah, I like it a lot. And if you're wondering why I'm leveling up my 3 before my 2, that's because the cooldown will be reduced each level as well. Oh, Freya's turned up. Wow, that burst damage, you can't even get into the air. Poor Freya. Rest in pieces. Rest in pieces. Let's just get this Juggernaut quickly. Tyr is the only one left alive. I'm not sure if he's going for it. We have a decent amount of burst if he goes for it, but doesn't look like it. So that really worked out great. Also, the cripple duration on your 3 increases as you level up your 3. So that's also very useful, as well as the additional damage you get out of that cripple shot. So all in all, I feel like leveling up the 3 has the priority over leveling up your 2. Especially if you compare how much additional attack speed you actually get from your 2. Leveling up your 2 will be useful against towers though, because Astral arrows... Well, actually Astral arrows do the additional damage, so that can be useful. Something I didn't really cover, but you can use your Astral arrow for the additional damage on the tower. Can be very useful. And you can still hit through the tower to hit any enemies behind it. A lot of damage underneath, and a nice knockup by the Chin Chen will secure that kill. Looks like he's going for the washing machine, doesn't catch anyone, but we are probably going to retreat. As you can see, those Juggernauts died very quickly. I really wanted to go for that Phoenix, but they instantly killed those. A lot of damage, single target damage on the Freya, as well as just a lot of damage on the Approach ultimate. Because the Juggernauts are so large, they will take a lot of those shots and get killed very quick. We don't have any minions left. He has the gem, so that's something I do need to be a little bit careful of. I kind of want to go for that Phoenix though, because as you can see, the Tyr is on the right side, and though Approach and Tyr are the only one left alive, I'm just going for the Phoenix at the moment, using my Astral arrow to get some shots on the Approach. Actually only one. Don't have all my Astral arrows left anymore. Come on, gonna get the Phoenix. It's so low. One more shot. No! Oh, the Tyr. That sucks. The Tyr rotated. Nice rotation by the Tyr actually. Will secure that kill on me. There are a couple of items I can go for next. I can go for a Wind Demon. Can also go for some penetration. Brawler's Beat Sticks. Actually not a bad item. I kind of wanted my team to either help or retreat. They didn't really do anything. They were kind of watching me attack the Phoenix, die, and then they died in the process afterwards. If you're in this situation and someone goes very aggressive for that Phoenix, if you think you really don't have a chance for it, or you think it's way too risky for your lives and you don't want to give it up as well, retreat immediately. Don't wait up, it's not worth it. Or help me with the Phoenix. The Phoenix will die a lot quicker. That will give me the opportunity to retreat as well. Of course, with the tier there, I don't think I would have gotten out. I kind of expected the tier to still be in the right lane. Bad awareness on my part, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter. They did surrender. We were able to pick up that victory. But back to the Brawler's Beatstick. I think Brawler's Beatstick in this situation would be pretty good as well for my next item. Provides me flat ban, good amount of power, but more importantly, all the enemies have some form of healing. Freya has the passive lifesteal as well as the lifesteal from the Polynomicon. Neith has her 2 and the lifesteal from her Asi. Tyr has his second ability in his guard stance, which provide a lot of healing. And Apwash can pick up his corpses for a lot of healing. So all of them have some way of healing themselves. So getting a Brawlers is not bad in this situation. I could also have gone for instance, a Crusher to get rid of those Phoenixes a lot quicker. But since one Phoenix was already down, I don't think I would have gone for that. Could also gone for Wind Demon, just good crit item, provides you additional attack speed, movement speed when you crit. And it's just a very good item in general. Then I would follow it up with an additional crit item. I don't really like the chins with crit too much. Usually I would rather go for instance, a Executioner and then for some crit items, or just straight to crits after the first 3 items I've gotten. But I don't have any protection, so Executioner is not really useful in this situation. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's been a while since I played Siege. To be honest, it's been a while since I played a lot of Smite anyway, because I'm in my exam week, so I have to prepare for those. That has my priority for now, but when they are done, I'll be able to get into Smite a little bit more again and get to those requests I've gotten. So if you have any requests, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll get to those as soon as possible. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.